What's going on, guys? Welcome back to TheTranq. Today I'm going to show a quick and easy way to make super thin rips at the table saw safely and easily. It costs pretty much nothing and it's the best way I found to do it, so stick around and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so as I stated, I'm going to be going over a quick method to easily make thin rips at the table saw. It's a safe and easy method and works really well. First thing you're going to want to do is find some small pieces of scrap wood. I like to use MDF or plywood because I don't use it for other projects and I have tons of little cutoffs from it. What you're going to want to do is start cutting off a few blocks. What I would recommend is about 3 inches in length, and as far as the width, you want to make it maybe an inch taller than your table saw fence, so you should be able to gauge your dimensions based off your table saw. Next thing you're going to do is cut off some little pieces of sandpaper. I like to use these little sanding rolls because they're already in strips, so I can just tear them and cut them to length. Use something coarse. I'm using like 60 or 120 grit, just that way it's going to give a good grip on the wood. And then what you want to do is using some CA glue or other adhesive, just put ample glue on one of the edges and glue this piece of sandpaper on, ensuring that one edge is flush. In other words, you want the overhang only on one side, not both sides of the block. So just repeat this process. I would batch out several of these if you're going to make them, because then you don't have them, you have them on hand, you don't have to come back and make more. And you don't have to do this, but you can just trim those to length and get them prettied up a little bit, but it's a pretty crude, but it works really well. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is set your table saw fence to whatever width or thickness you're trying to do these rips at. And essentially what you have now is a small zero clearance push block, and believe it or not, if you just use this hand over hand method, because the sandpaper grips the wood, as long as you keep things flush against the fence, you get a perfect result. You're left with these little zero clearance blocks, and it really, I mean, I don't know how else to describe it other than if you try it, you'll see how well this works. I've tried tons of different methods using the gripper, using feather boards, thin rip jigs, and nothing has given me as clean as results as using these blocks. You can see here there's almost no burning on these pieces here, actually no burning at all, and you can get really thin little pieces, and it's completely safe because the blade is just embedded in those push blocks. Okay, and just as a fun little thing, I might as well show what I was doing with them. So I'm attempting to make the Rob Cosman wood hinges, and so I need to make perfect 1/4 inch dowels out of any species of wood that my box is out of. So I use those little thin rips to then plane down into like an octahedron, and then I use the jig shown here with a chisel and a piece of teak to send these dowels through with a drill and make these dowels. And after a bit of finessing, I got it so that I can get really beautifully smooth and perfect dowels that are exactly within about 1/1000th of an inch of 0.25, and with no burning, and they're smooth and out of any wood I want. So I might show these remaining steps in a future video, but otherwise that was it for this quick tip. Okay guys, that's going to do it for today's quick tip. I hope that some of you guys find this useful. I think it's actually a really quick and easy way to make thin rips at the table saw. They all turned out great, minimal burning, and maybe in the future I'll show the next step on how to turn them into dowels. So if you enjoyed this, guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more videos. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.